Okay, hello, welcome back to What 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. We have our last of our Scandi beers for tonight, and this one is weird.
This one we've been looking forward to. This
weird,
one.
Right? So
ever since we bought this one back.
So I'll tell you about the beer in a minute. But I want to show you it first. This beer, just let's see what you think. It's in a plastic bottle. Let's move out Quinna's face. It's got a bizarre label that looks like it's been in a fight, and it's just the colour is weird. It's like red and
the label's not even on.
Yeah, look, it's not even the label isn't on straight. And look at the yeast at the bottom. Look at that.
And it doesn't move.
Look.
It's solid.
It's just so weird. So I literally got no idea what's gonna be like, but I'm gonna talk through about it, and then we're gonna pour it out and try it. We'll leave it for now, but. Right, so first, it's from Finland, I should point out. First brewed 1992, it's 10%, so it's a whopper. I'm going to read the whole thing because it's just bizarre. There is nothing subtle about drinking... Oh, it's called Finlandia Sahti Strong. There's nothing subtle about drinking Sahti. Some people adore the rugged complexity.
That's a euphemism.
Yes, whereas others are bemused, shrug their shoulders and turn away. Finland has some of the most restricted alcohol policies in the world. For generations, many people made alcohol illegally. A change to the law allowed Antti Vesaka to set up a small brewery in 1992, when this was first brewed, and he was one of the first brewers to make Sahti for commercial sale. As a beer style, Sahti was probably first made in medieval times. It was mashed in old wooden troughs that contained a bed of juniper twigs.
Twig. It's just twig. It's just twig. It's just twig, mate.
This acts as a filter and is also said to contain many mysterious wild yeasts which add to the visceral complexity of the beer. The beer is unhopped. It is full of protein, with the yeast helping to create a cloudy, unfiltered beer. Finlandia has twice been chosen as a beer of the festival, the Helsinki Beer Festival. I'm still no more aware of what this beer is about. It just sounds bizarre. I'll read the tasting notes, which also don't really help. Protein hazy amber, topped with a rough white head. Earthy aroma with billowing notes of juniper. It tastes of bubblegum bananas. Full-bodied on the palate with a hint of oiliness. I've literally no idea. This beer is so bad, bizarre. I've got no idea what it's going to be like. So I think we just have to...
Just got to go with it.
It's just... I don't even know what's going to happen here.
When we...
There's no fizz!
No.
Literally no fizz!
A little bit of fizz, wasn't there?
No, it's just like...
So I've got to be really careful about this. We've got so much yeast in the bottom.
No, it doesn't move. It doesn't move. It's solidified at the bottom.
No, it's... Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, it's solidified. It was when we were looking for this in the Finnish... It's Alko, I think, in Finland, is the state...
I won't let any more of that come through.
It's the... Oh, God, that might give you the yips, yeah. It's the state racket in Finland for alcohol.
Right.
And the lady was a little bit suspicious of us when we first asked for some of the beers, but when she realised we were looking for this one as well, she got quite excited by the fact we were looking for it. And she went on a personal mission to locate it for us. So that probably means that maybe not... Well, no foreigners asked for it, that's quite clear. And the fact she had to go on the mission to locate it makes me think that perhaps not many Finns asked for it either.
Or perhaps she made it and couldn't remember where she put it.
So I'm giving our mystery camera lady a little sampling, a little craft thimble. You saw her lovely stripy arm there. Right, well, let's look at it, shall we?
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same as it was in the bottle, because it's a see-through plastic bottle. Now look at this. Look, I'm just showing the bottom there. Look at that.
Craft.
Merc.
Proper craft.
That is merc. Proper nice merc. That will be used later when I brew a nice New England pale ale.
Yeah, I was going to pay you a penny.
Yeah. Well, fair price, mate. Right. So how does it look? I can't even know.
Mine is flat with a almost translucent, viscous head.
You'd send it back, wouldn't you, if that was served to you in a pub? Definitely.
If you,
well,
maybe.
If it was ale, you'd definitely be thinking this is going to be a bad one.
Shall we smell it? Let's go for the smell. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
It just smells of booze.
It's
But also, juniper smell to it, if you know what juniper smells like, which is, not the most common of scents and things, but it's...
I think that smells probably what my breath might smell like the next morning after a heavy session the night before, to be honest.
It smells a little bit of vinegar.
Oh, it's citrus.
Oh, I don't know. Really?
Yeah. Orange.
A little bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah, in the sense of like Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Get that. I do get that. Well, I think it's time.
I'm just getting booze.
I think it's time for us to try the bizarre beer that is Finlandia Sahti Strong. So, what is the cheers again?
Kippis.
Kippis.
Kippis. Oh,
Wow.
crikey.
Wow. It doesn't taste like a beer.
Wow. Ooh.
Doesn't taste like beer at all.
Now, after you went on your big monologue in the previous review about the book and trying different beers, blah, 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 this is a genuine... It might not necessarily be one of the best beers in the world, but it's certainly something that I've never tasted anything quite like that.
No. I don't...
And the book has definitely been good for this.
I don't even know how to describe that.
I'm getting a slight fizziness.
Yeah.
It's quite sour.
Hang on, I think I know what this might be.
I can't put my finger on it though.
Sour, fizzy cola bottle sweets.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
There's very much that kind of, that real sourness that you get from the little crystals that you get on those
Haribo
sweets.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing. It's not foul.
No, it's
No,
not.
at all. No.
It's the kind of thing that, obviously we've been drinking a lot of darks up until now, and it's a bit of a shocker having this after the darks, but it's the kind of thing that if you give it a little 2 or 3 goes, it's...
I think this sits in the category with Duchesse. In that kind of...
Yeah.
That kind of... It's not vinegary, but...
No. It's got a tart taste to it, but a tart taste that's meant to be there as part.
Actually, you know what? So this tastes a bit like slightly sour boiled sweets.
Mm.
That's what it tastes like. Actually, I've had a few sips of this now. I quite like it.
I'm kind of thinking...
I quite like it.
What does our off-camera mystery reviewer think of this?
I really like it. It reminds me of Gurza.
It is a bit like a Gers. It is, which is interesting because the beer, the description of the book did not mention sourness in the slightest, but it is.
It is sour.
It's a sour beer,
yeah.
but in a very nice way.
In a sour in a kind of, like you said, yeah,
Doesn't take
the juniper.
I don't understand how this is 10%. How is this 10%? It doesn't taste. It tastes like, you're right, sour cola bottles, sour sweet, sour. Don't get the juniper so much anymore. I did in the aroma, but
it's a brilliant palate cleanser. So they're really, really dark, thick, roasted, burnt porter from before. It's just completely gone. It's been a nuclear strike in my mouth, and this has taken it out completely.
it's all right, actually.
I think it's quite good. Yeah.
The fizz is on your tongue, not in the beer, which is like an odd
right,
sensation.
Yeah.
Now, I can't recall how much this set us back in the state-run racket shop in Finland. I believe it was quite a lot.
I mean,
in the region of about £20,
Really?
potentially.
Wow.
would you like some Merc?
That's £3 worth of money. Don't knock it. Yeah, it was a small fortune. Maybe that was why she was so excited. It was like, my God, these people are just going to lay money down on this crazy shit.
But I appreciate,
and they don't know what they're doing.
although it has already passed its best before date, I'm sorry to say.
Wow.
But at 10%, bloody well shouldn't. It should last forever at 10%.
Well, I'm guessing whoever decided to put it in the book must have tried it and...
It's really interesting. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I can't I mean, yeah, there's similarities to various things. There was a point, but as a taste, as a beer taste, I've never had anything quite like that.
It has got, I must say, when you talk about the juniper and stuff, it does have that kind of, like, rustic berry taste. You know what I mean? It's like maybe a little bit like cranberry juice.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
A bit unsweetened.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's got that kind of taste to it, a bit like blueberries, cranberries, that kind of taste to it.
I'm not getting banana or bubblegum.
No, not at all.
Oh god, yeah, well remembered. There's
not at all. It's more like, it says juniper, like it's more like that the kind of the forest berry taste, juniper, blueberry, cranberry, that kind of taste to it, with a slight sour edge.
Bubblegum I can understand if they were trying to go along there. Oh yeah, it's got that sour bubblegum taste.
Not banana.
But there's no banana. No, I really don't like banana. And if this tasted or smelled of banana, I wouldn't have been anywhere near as keen on it as I currently am. This is going to go down the hatch, I think.
Yeah, I've got no complaints to this. I was so not sceptical, but I was just baffled. I was utterly baffled by this.
Get the bottle in for one last.
I was
just look at that again.
I was so
just look at that.
I was so utterly baffled by a plastic bottle that's got shit in the bottom. Looks like it's been a fine. The label isn't put on properly. It's in a plastic bottle, for goodness sakes. I thought, how can this be nice? But here we go. It is nice, and I like to be challenged by these things, and it is certainly worthy of being in the book.
Absolutely,
by a country mile, because this is, I've never seen or tasted anything quite like that.
So if anybody's going to Finland, could they bring a couple of bottles back?
Yeah, well, if they can spend the money, yeah, sure. But that is utterly fascinating to have that beer. I think that's a good beer to end our Scandi journey on.
It is, yes. Although the journey will continue.
It will continue, and in fact, the next one we're going to have won't necessarily be a bad one to follow on from this.
There's now a segue we didn't know was going to happen.
Absolutely a segue, and Tony, we haven't told you the beer we're having next. It's a surprise to you. So, wow. But it will be an absolute segue. It's going to actually work really nicely, unintentionally. So,
well, I suppose one last Kippis then.
Kippis.
Camera lady, if you could press the stop button.